Hello and welcome to the first episode of Feigning Intelligence, a multi-format podcast. There's 6 formats. I know it's a lot, but we only pick 2 per episode, and I'll just go ahead and give you a rundown of those. First, we have Nostalgiagasm, which is really just about what makes you nostalgia the hardest about things from your childhood. And then we have What You Hate, which is really just what's been pissing you off lately. I'll let them go on a little tangent. And then we have Media Junkies, which we talk about your recent favorites in TV, movies, video games, podcasts, books, anything to do with media. And then we have Adventure with Comedy, which is what today's episode is. And then we have, which is we basically get in a car and drive somewhere and talk about what, where we're going and why the fuck we're going there. And then we have the Public Place podcast, which is also in today's episode. And I'm pretty excited about that. I never thought I would actually get to do it. That seemed like my favorite one, but seemed to be probably the hardest one to pull off. But my guest found a place to go to. And then we have Random Topic, which I just pick 5 random topics. I'll just Google stuff. I don't know how it's going to work, but and then I'll just have 5 random topics, and the guest will pick 1 through 5, and we talk about that topic, even if we know nothing about it, which is always going to be fun. And today's guest is Fray Forde, a comedian I've got to know over the past couple of months. He is a funny guy and a great guy. I always love talking to him. And you can find him on Facebook at Fray Forde the Fourth, and on Twitter at Fray Forde. And today's music is provided by the Rogue Wave Relay, a couple guys in Charleston that I know, and I really like it. It's electronic music. It's pretty great. He's trying to, or they're trying to get a portfolio together and start selling it to video game artists, podcasts, music videos. I mean, anything like that. They'll have a page up soon, and I'll let you know about that. But today we go to the Pizza Factory. This will all be explained in the podcast. I'm just getting you a little caught up front. And it's great. I love it. It's a full podcast. We have a full hour 20, I think. And a couple people who work there, and a couple people who just are wandering around, come down, sit down, talk to us about, whatever, drugs, alcohol, whatever. Yeah, this is going to be an adult podcast, guys. If you are easily offended, do not listen, because there's some foul language and suggestive situations. All right, let's just go ahead and get into the show, guys.
How does this... Have we started yet?
Oh, yeah,
Adam,
started.
Have we started yet?
We have.
Have we started yet?
I'm here with Fray Forde.
I am Fray Forde.
Comedian around the Greenville scene. He's taking me... Where are you taking me, Fray?
I am taking you to a little place in Malden, South Carolina called Pizza Factory.
Oh.
Pizza Factory, indeed.
Sounds like a classy joint.
It is a classy-ass joint. And the term, that you can, buy joints probably in the immediate area.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe in the back, next to the dumpsters.
I don't want to give away things.
Yeah, no, why would you?
Legal stuff. Yeah.
As your lawyer, I advise you not to speak anymore.
Not to speak anymore? Should I stop talking? Okay. All right.
What did you hang around there, like high school or something like that? Did you go to Malden?
No, actually. Because I lived in Alabama for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I moved back here when I was like 16, and I didn't have any friends for like 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so I think the stuff most people do in high school was pushed back for me to like 18, 19, you know, like that region. Yeah. So Pizza Factory in a weird way was my high school years. Yeah. The things you would typically do in high school, that's what I was doing at Pizza Factory.
Yeah, like you're going out to eat late with your friends.
Yeah.
And, like trying to go get drunk somewhere.
Yeah, and then getting drunk and smoking weed and hanging out and, you know, just it's like that's I always say Pizza Factory is where I learned to be funny.
Yeah.
That's where I gained that skill, was literally just from hanging out there.
Just having to make everybody laugh.
Yeah, because what happened was I started hanging out with these two dudes, Jonathan and Deshaun. We got really cool. Yeah. And they were the funniest people I'd ever met. Yeah. And they were so much funnier than me. Yeah. Like, just so much. I would try to get a joke in, and, like, they'd be building the fucking tension and going, and then I'm like, I got a joke! And they're like, no, you don't.
You're like, no, we were doing a joke.
We were doing a joke. Now you've ruined it. Yeah. And then I hung out with them every day for, like, 3 years, and slowly I got
the rhythms.
I got kind of funny, you know, so...
That's cool.
It was a seminal moment. Is that the word, seminal?
I think seminal is when it's like the peak or like the...
I hope it wasn't the peak.
It's the peak of your comedy career.
That would be really bad for my career if that was the peak.
16, 17, that's it.
really topped in those factory days. Back at the factory.
Killing it.
Back at the factory. We didn't have dick jokes like these kids did back at the factory.
Back there in the factory.
Yeah. So I would say it's a pretty important place to me, yeah.
Well, that's pretty fitting for, I guess, the adventure.
Yeah, the adventure. We're going on an adventure.
We're going to do, like, maybe almost 3 formats in one this time.
I'm so excited for that.
I mean, we're going to be doing it in a public place.
Yep, doing it.
And so, doing it. And then, so that's the Public Place Podcast, and then we're going there right now, so it's a little bit of an adventure. It's not like
we're en route.
We are.
Yeah.
It's not like an hour-long adventure, but it's a little taste.
Yeah.
And then when we get there, what did you want to do? Is there any other one you want to do?
Get some beer?
Well, I meant.
Is that what you meant? Because I want to do that. That'd be nice.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Oh, well, what else?
I mean, what topic or something like that, or nostalgicism, or media junkies, or what's your name?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just want to gab with the gals, cool. You know, gabbing.
Yeah. Gabbing with the girls.
I actually have to admit, I feel weird. Because like you walked in, I was on the phone with my dad right when you walked in. That was because I just did an interview for Clemson.
Yeah.
They have a TV program thing or whatever. I did this interview. It's like an hour-long interview. It's like kind of dirty, a little mature and stuff. And I talked about like losing my virginity, like really like, you know, deep topics, really deep. My virginity.
Personal shit.
My virginity is like the deepest topic there is. Like
that's
it's so important. And so I did the interview. And my mom, super Christian. Super fucking Christian.
Probably like my mom.
Yeah, really intense. And I was like, Mom, don't watch the interview. Just don't watch it.
I don't want you to.
I don't want
you to know these things about me.
I don't want you to know. So I talked to my mom. You're my mommy. And so I was like, don't watch it. And then she texted me today and was like, so I watched your interview. And I was like, fuck.
I'm like, God damn it.
And so then like I call her and she's like broken hearted about my interview. She's really hurt. And it made me feel so bad, and now I'm so scared to talk about anything. I was like, you've ruined comedy for me, Mom.
Like podcast interviews, that's it.
Everything.
It's over.
Fucking talk about Sesame Street and VeggieTales so my mom can listen. Damn it, she's gonna hear this now. Hear me ranting about this. It's just gonna amplify the horrible relationship I now have with my mother.
Of course, I said "God damn it" as a reaction to it. Dude, so that's even.
My fucking mom's listening.
I'm
Calm down.
I'm sorry. GD it or damn it. Darn it. Dang it.
Dang it all to heck.
That's what.
But yeah, because it's like you separate comedy in your life. You separate it. It's not correlated in your brain. It's like you have my family, I'm having my shit, and then I have my comedy, and it's so weird when the two intertwine.
Oh yeah. Especially when you got like Christian parents.
Exactly.
Like we
Yeah.
do.
Super Christian parents. My dad. That's because I was on the phone with him, and he was trying to he's like, it's all good. You can't be upset. You got to just do what you do. Like, he's cool. He gets it. He doesn't fully agree, but he gets
But
it.
he's like, this is what you want to do,
Yeah.
so whatever. You do
Whatever.
what you love.
You're gonna do the thing that you do.
Yeah.
Whereas in mom,
No, doesn't care.
no.
So you're my son, fuck off.
She pretty much said I was going to Hades.
Oh. We're having that premarital sex.
All that premarital sex I had when I was 14.
Gosh darn it.
How old were you?
17.
17?
Yeah, I was a late bloomer.
Late bloomer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And that was only because one of my friends was like, "You're a virgin, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You can't leave high school without having sex." So then I picked her up and we had sex.
That's like the coolest friend you could ever have. I didn't have friends that were that cool in high school. I told you what my high school experience was like.
It was here.
No, right here.
And
right here. We're here. It's that
yeah.
Peace Factory. We're here. We just arrived. Yeah, that's perfect timing.
Sweet.
All right, so we're just gonna. We're going in.
Yeah, I'll just pause it and we'll go.
All right. All right. Sounds good.
All right, we are in the pizza factory.
We are in the Pizza Factory. What do you think? What do you think?
Pretty cool. I like these this checkerboard drape.
Checkerboard drapes. We got a cool woodsy 90s mural.
Oh yeah, it's very yellowed.
Yeah, very yellowed. That's from cigarette smoke. You can still smoke in this building.
It's great.
That's one of the few perks.
Fantastic.
And also one of the detriments of why this business has not expanded. Still smoking here.
Yeah, that's a very specific group of people you're gonna get if
weird-
it's a smoking.
Yeah, because it's
facility.
weird. If they stopped smoking, you would think they would probably get more customers. The weird thing is, I genuinely think they would lose customers.
Yeah.
Because that's like people who've been coming here, literally been coming here since like the 70s.
Oh yeah.
This place has been around forever,
And
they haven't changed the interior since the 70s.
Why would they?
Why would they? They put a TV over there. They're good. They're caught up. You can't even use a credit card or a debit card. You have to pay in cash.
Really? Mm-hmm. So this is old school.
Old school. Old school. That's why I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I would come to this place all the time.
That's all we did, dude. Hang out in the back over there, work, and then stay until like 3 or 4 in the morning, just drinking, talking.
Of course.
I've had some of my best chats at this table right here.
This exact
This one, the ones over there, and that one. Those are the three.
The triangle of awesome.
The triangle of awesome of Fray's early years, as if it's been so long.
Oh, it's been about 10 years.
It's been about a good decade and a half.
A good half decade.
Like a half of a half, a decade, half of a half, a decade,
Last year.
2 and I can't do math. There's a reason I'm a comedian. Not by accident.
Oh no, I'm terrible at math. I passed one math class.
Really?
Yeah. in
I got a
school.
42, and the lowest thing of math at Greenville Tech. 42, bro.
What is that? Is that like the high school level?
It's
one?
like freshman high school level. It is the most basic math one can take at Greenville Technical College, and I got a 42.
Greenville Technical College, the pinnacle of higher learning.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's not where all the rednecks go.
I was too busy
high school.
hanging out here to study for math. Come on.
Nah.
So
I was always more of a history dude.
history.
Yeah, I always
really
sucked at science and math.
Yeah, mine was English. I could do English and words.
Yeah.
I could do words and speeches and papers and shit.
See, I never really found out I could do that till my last English class.
Really?
But it was because the teacher was so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like he was, he made us do a project where we had to write like 4 or 5 different types of poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had to write prose and we had to write like all sorts of different things. And then he told us to write like 2 or 3 things that were just whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when I figured out I could write like memoirs and shit like that.
Oh, did they meet the TV? Oh,
Yeah, there's people left.
Look at that.
They're so
We get special
thoughtful.
treatment.
So thoughtful.
It's good when you've blown the manager. It really helps you out a lot.
Really, I mean, why wouldn't they meet it when the customer's doing it if you're blowing them now? That's a little fucked up.
I'm gonna get all the special treatment, man.
Yeah, you got a rim job for that.
And I'm not trashy. Please, my mom might hear this, Adam. My mom.
Your mother.
Please, I'm just gonna let you know, I might not let that go this entire time.
No,
I might just harp on
whatever.
that.
I don't care. Callbacks, man. Callbacks work.
Just making sure that it's stated thoroughly, you know.
Yeah, that's the thread that's gonna tie this whole thing together.
I'm sorry, Mom. I might call my first special that. I'm sorry, Mom.
I'm so
In parentheses, dick jokes for the layman.
Dick jokes for the people.
But no, my mom. Yeah.
No, like, my dad was always like the jokester dude.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of got
Same
it from
here.
him.
Yeah, same here.
Like, he was always cool, but then my mom, she's like almost like your dad now. She just got broken down so much. She was just like, I don't care. You can do whatever.
My mom she was like, it's like the more I got away from that, the more she just buckled in on it. It was so weird to witness.
Yeah.
And, it was weird too because like I've heard this thing with comedians and artists in general that I think is like the perfect description of like at least for any comedian or person I talk to, where they're like, if you look most of the time in their household, they had a mom who was like over loving and overbearing and yada yada, and then they had the dad, who was barely there or whatever. Yeah. And that was my house.
Yeah, me too.
100%. Yeah. So
my dad worked all the time.
My dad worked all the time. I saw him like one day a week. And so, I spent all my time with my mom, which is why it's so weird, that feeling of like, she doesn't like the thing I do. That's so strange.
She was the one who gave you all the validation.
She gave me all my validation and shit. And now it's just like, just ripped away. You're going to hell. So it's like that's a weird thing to process. You're catching me mid process. Like
this is good
the brain's still like, what does this mean?
This is good podcasting.
Yeah, get to the core.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, that's what happened. I grew up, my mom and my dad, he would like, he would work late and he would be home for dinner. And then after dinner, you got home from school, you want to go do whatever
you want to go do your shit.
Yeah, you're not going to be hanging around your dad the whole time.
Yeah.
But then, and then he would have Saturdays and Sundays off, but then he would go golfing on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I could basically saw him on Saturdays. Yeah. And that was always yard work.
What'd your dad do?
For a while, he worked at Southern Weaving.
Okay.
Which was like they
weaves for black girls.
Yeah, yeah.
He made weaves for black women.
Yeah, he made weaves.
Is your dad a black woman?
No.
Okay.
No, he just loves them.
No, he's just a big fan of black women and their work.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. The work that black women do. Yeah. But no, he worked. They made the big truck straps for like going over logs and stuff like that. The real heavy duty straps.
Yeah.
And like.
So he had like a job. He was like He's a man. He had a job.
For a while, it's a pretty cool success story. He started out third shift going to school.
Yeah.
He failed out of Clemson the first semester.
Yeah.
And then he went to work for third shift in the factory. So I mean, he was in the factory and shit. And then like 10 years, however many years later, he was the COO.
Oh shit!
So I mean,
that's cool.
And he was in talks to be the CEO.
Really?
Before it got bought by a Japanese company, and they cleaned house.
Oh.
All upper management got taken out.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
I mean, they gave him a very nice severance package.
Yeah.
It was.
My family had the same thing, the whole, that period of job loss and all that. That's why we moved back.
Yeah. We moved to like real shitty house after that.
Yep. Yeah, we moved to a shitty house because it was like my dad for 15 years was a wedding DJ, MC, and he was like, he was like the top MC in like the state.
Oh,
like everyone knew him. It was weird.
So the $100,000-$200,000 weddings, they were gonna get him.
Oh yeah, they'd get my dad. Yeah. Like we couldn't walk anywhere in public without people recognizing him. So it was like he was a mini superstar, which is so funny because now I see the correlation between that and comedy, where I'm just kind of repeating what my dad did, and Like father, like son. You know, daddy. Black dad. He calls him black dad.
Black dad.
Because, my dad is black. And and his mom is my white mom.
Oh,
just to make sure for the podcasters, this is
We're not
Sean.
getting super racial right now.
This is Sean Burton, who is a good friend of mine.
Oh, yeah, and
I
Fray.
referenced you earlier.
Did you really?
What I was saying was that I wasn't funny at all until we started hanging out.
Oh,
And then
okay,
you
yeah.
and Jonathan made me funny.
Oh, that's right.
The very accurate.
Yeah, it's accurate. It is accurate. I wasn't that funny when we met.
No.
It was not that funny.
You were just black.
I was just a black guy. I was just a black guy.
And black guys, I mean, you can be funny if you're loud, and,
And I wasn't that funny black guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But
Love that black guy.
what were we saying? We were saying something.
I mean, we were just talking about moms and shit.
Oh,
Dad,
yeah.
Your dad lost his job.
Yeah,
How did he lose his job as a DJ, though?
No, what happened was he was MCing for like 15 years. He got really tired of it. I was a Christian rapper, whatever. I was touring the country at the time. I got really tired of it. I wanted to come home.
Yeah.
And so right when I'm coming home, I'm like, all right, I'm going to be home. Get to hang out with my friends. It's going to be great. As soon as I come home, the guy I was on tour with asked my dad to be the CEO of his record label.
Oh, man.
So as soon as I get back off tour to Greenville, they're like,
Yeah.
we're moving to Alabama so we can go be CEOs.
Jesus Christ.
So we get up, we moved to Alabama, Florence, and then after 2 years, he pretty much let them go. And then they were just jobless. The house we lived in was under him in his name. Everything we had was under this dude, and like he fired them, and now we had nothing. So we had to move to the hood or whatever. Not the hood, the Alabama version.
The Alabama version.
Of the
Just
hood.
real redneck.
Just really redneck.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was the hood at the time. It was when I left. I was like, oh shit, I lived in the hood. I didn't even know. No one told. Was there not like a hood newsletter? Welcome to the hood.
Here you go.
Here you
This
go.
is our HOA agreement.
Here's a pamphlet. Here's welfare and food stamps. Have fun.
You got the care package.
You got the hood care package. And then we they got divorced. My dad and my mom moved. Me and my dad moved back here.
Really?
Yeah.
Does she live there still? Or she moved back here?
She lives in Kentucky now, where
Oh,
she
even
is
worse.
the video media director of a mega church up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She couldn't come back here to the
that was
3 mega churches that are around here?
Well, Redemption.
Yeah.
I grew up there.
Oh,
that's
Jesus.
that's the church that I grew up in there. That's my mom worked there for 15 years. My
Sorry.
dad was the first cameraman ever
Yeah.
at that church. That was there 6 days a week.
Man,
Yeah.
going to that place it's scary.
It's intense.
I don't like it.
What's funny is like I'm so used to it.
Yeah, so
that
you're
is
like, yeah,
now
whatever.
I'm like they're just speaking in tongues. What, we're gonna go to Applebee's after this. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Like that's and then now I look at it, I'm like, oh wait, this is kind of weird.
It's like, oh, is this not what normal people do?
They don't do this. They don't faint in public.
In public, and people are like, hey, praise the
That's
Jesus.
not a thing that happens. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I grew up Southern Baptist, so it wasn't that crazy.
Oh, so you were
Yeah,
You
we were
you
all
were a normie.
Yeah, normie.
Yeah.
Now, what Pete Holmes, he calls Protestant regular. I think Southern Baptist around here is regular.
And I think Pentecostal's regular.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. I mean, we weren't handling snakes or anything. It's not like
Yeah,
we were
so, I mean,
insane.
that's
but
good.
It wasn't.
Those are usually the smaller
Yeah.
churches, like that
Yeah.
are not the mega churches.
The
'Cause
mega
then
churches can't do that.
Yeah, once you start recording it and
Yeah.
it gets out there, people are like, whoa.
Yeah, and we had that really charismatic pastor.
Oh, of course. He
who,
gets all into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and, it's funny too because I did church stuff for so long and I preached and all that.
Yeah.
And I totally see the correlation now between like church and comedy. There's like
Same thing.
Pastors are just like they're like comedians who aren't funny. Like that's all they are. They're doing this.
Sometimes
it's the
they are
same.
funny.
Sometimes they are.
Yeah.
The pastor of Redemption, funny guy. He makes jokes all the time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you're doing a set.
Yeah.
You're doing a
You're
set
doing
right
an
now.
hour-long set right now.
Yeah, you're just doing a set. They're
Just
loving
take
it.
this and
You're
you sell it to
riffing.
Comedy
You're doing
Central.
some crowd work.
It's like, you, praise Jesus.
It's just like comedy. It's not that different. No.
Yeah, I know. It's because I can never. I don't know, I go back to my church every once in a while, and I can never really hate the dude that does it. It's because he's so good. He's so nice.
You can.
Yeah.
Because that's the leader of the pack.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they're in that. All preachers are is the leader of the pack. They're
Oh, yeah.
charismatic. They know how to talk to people. They're likable.
But my pastor, man, he was a fly motherfucker. He had. I swear I never saw him with the same suit on.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah.
Except for he had one pink one that he would wear every Easter. But that was it.
Brought out
Every
the pig for
Sunday.
Easter.
Yeah, Brandon
Was he
a pig
black?
for Easter? No, he wasn't black.
He was a white dude?
No, he was a white dude.
That's funny.
I don't think there were any black people in my church.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of mine.
It was the South.
Ton of blacks.
It was Southern Baptist.
So many blacks.
So many
There's
blacks.
no blacks in church?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is apparently.
Yeah, mine.
Yeah.
I didn't know what black people were until I was like 22.
How old are you?
I'm joking. I'm 23.
Am I the first black guy you've met?
Yeah.
Am I the first one?
That's why we're podcasting.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to
Talk with the first black
talk
person
with
you've
the
ever
first-
met.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
No, I mean, I didn't really know black people until I was about 13.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Blue Ridge.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then...
I don't know why I said "oh cool" to that. He was like, "I didn't know black people until 13," and I was like, "Oh cool,
Oh, nice.
oh cool, that's really
Sweet.
cool, cool
Bro,
life,
dude,
cool life,
yeah.
man." Yeah.
But then then at 14, I met a black dude that was like my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
So
he got
you're-
real bad into shit, and then we don't talk anymore. But
As black people do.
of course,
As they do.
as they do.
What? Is it? You got a problem?
Yeah, I like black people.
How?
We're just being casually racist over
What?
here.
Why did I? What's the one time I ever got mad at you?
I was yelling out nigger.
You were yelling out the word nigger.
Yelling.
You were. He was yelling. He's in the back. I think it was your birthday.
It was my birthday. I was drunk as shit.
He was wasted.
I was working.
Working. Wasted.
Several black people in the restaurant.
And he just starts
Just yelling out the word
yelling out nigger. And then, but the thing
the
is,
fuck?
that's not even what made me leave, because I got mad and left.
Yeah.
That's not what made me mad. He was doing it, I was like, whatever, it's his birthday. Pull back, Fray. He's
His
having a good
birthday.
time, he's 21, let him, do his thing.
Yeah.
And then he pulled his dick out
Oh.
next to my face.
Oh.
And I was like,
And all its 7-inch glory. He saw it.
don't
And
listen
all
to
its
him.
0.7-inch glory.
He actually meant centimeters.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah.
know the metric system.
Do you?
Yeah.
You know, you went to tech for 2 semesters, you know the metric system?
How you feel about
Bitch.
that, fuck boy?
Suck it. Suck those cigarettes off the ground.
Guys, this is a podcast. You're doing visual gags right now.
No, we're not.
You know,
That's why I'm telling people that cigarettes fell on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
man,
right.
you can't bring attention to it.
Okay, all right.
It's rolling, man.
Just
Flowing.
roll. Yes,
Yeah.
and.
Yes, and.
All right, so now
Yes,
I'm
and
gonna.
what?
Can I just interview Sean now?
No.
Guest star.
You. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you.
I like this guy.
Yeah. Fuck off, man.
I'm so confused on what's happening right now. How did this even?
I like him more than you, and I only known him for about 2 seconds.
Is it because he's white?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Barely white, though.
Fucking Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not white.
No.
Yeah.
If we're talking 1900s, you're definitely not white.
No. Oh, God, no. I was raping his kind.
Of course.
What the fuck, man?
Sorry. Had to.
Edit point.
I mean, this bitch been sitting down here for fucking God knows how long. I know who that is, too. Never mind.
Okay.
That's a really cool story, Sean.
Yeah.
All right. So wait, where were we?
Growing up in Christian households.
Yeah.
And then, why'd your parents divorce? Got too much.
Now that after what happened with my interview, I would have told you like a week ago. I would have totally told you. Now because remember I did the interview thing.
Yeah.
My mom saw it.
Oh,
And-
really?
And yeah, and she's like brokenhearted.
Aw.
She's so upset. She's like disappointed in me for what I do.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It was really weird.
I brought a tear to my eye.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, a little bit.
Really?
A little tear.
And this happened like what? Like a couple hours ago?
Literally like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Like right before, like I called you and was like, "What's your ETA?"
Yeah.
Then I was on the phone with my mom. Then I was on the phone with my dad. Then you opened my door. Like it was like literally that was the succession of events.
Like me talking to you was sandwiched, or was the bread
Was the
between
bread
the
between
shit
my
sandwich?
Family Feud sandwich. Yeah.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
they stuff
stuff and things.
stuff occurred and it didn't work out. Things happened. And
Yeah, I mean it'll whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, what is comedy without pain?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but, no, that stuff never happened. I wouldn't have done stand up.
Comedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't do comedy at all. Yeah.
No, I mean you gotta at least be fucked up in some way. Mm-hmm. You can't be a normal person.
I genuinely think that. I
I'm
genuinely.
not a comedian. I'm not fucked up.
You are though. You just shove it
I
deep
know,
down
I do.
inside and hide it
Right near
forever.
my sphincter. And,
What?
well, so
yeah. That's where all my emotions
Oh,
are.
just so you know, Sean Burton is a homosexual.
Yes. I
homosexual.
prefer black men. Whoever cares.
Black men. Like
Wesley Snipes black.
yeah, like Tay Diggs.
No, it's like
Tay
Taylor.
Diggs. That's his guy, Tay Diggs. Yeah.
There we go. And then
I knew.
and then it was
I ain't kidding.
what? What happened? Comedy Pain.
Oh yeah, but yeah. No.
Oh no, yeah, the normal people that come in to do like open mics and everything like that.
You can
never,
smell it.
Never lasts.
You can smell it on them. You're like you're too normal.
Yeah, you're like you're smiling on stage.
You don't
like,
have
way
enough.
too big.
There's not enough tragedy. I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
feeling the tragedy from you. Strategy.
That's a strategic tragedy.
Look at this guy.
There you go.
Quick. Oh, ooh, there's children now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to be G-rated now.
No, you don't.
It doesn't matter
No, you
here.
don't. If
You realize-
if you knew their father, you would not care.
Yeah, yeah.
Just does not give a shit.
There's no line in this building.
He lets them call me
Yeah.
a fag.
Really?
Yeah.
Fag?
He invokes it.
Folks.
He's like, hey, what's that dude over there? And they're like,
fag. So far we've said fag and nigger in this one.
I mean, what's the podcast without that?
My mom gets upset at what I say, and I respond by saying worse things.
I always think that, like, some people, they don't have background and they don't realize that even though we live in the South, we're a little more cultured.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah. But I can, yeah.
I'm not a racist.
Thankfully, that's what I got from touring and stuff.
Yeah.
Was like I always say, that's when I realized I wasn't that religious. Was the minute you start getting experience to other areas of the world and take it, you're like, wait, so there's all these people, and you're saying they're all bad?
Yeah.
They're all going out. What sense does that make? Hey, what's up, Jim?
Can I sit here and smoke a cigarette?
Yeah,
like
go
a
right
bit?
ahead, buddy.
Of course.
Yeah, feel free. We're doing a podcast right now.
A what?
A podcast. You know what a podcast is?
Nope.
It's like
Talk radio on
It's
the
like
internet.
talk radio on the internet.
And you can cuss.
Yeah.
So I'll hush.
No, you're good. You're fine. That's why I did it here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, I want to bring this environment into it.
Is that what's going on there?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
it's just recording right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going down.
Well,
Yeah.
I came over because I've been threatening to come see you, and this is not an actual show that I'm going to go see.
But in a
it's
way, you now have experienced my work.
Well, Friday when they do the roast.
Yeah.
I forget the date, but it's on a Friday. I'm
Yeah.
off on Fridays.
Yeah.
Is that a private affair? Or
No.
can I pay my
No,
money
you are
and come
more
in
than
and watch them
welcome.
Talk shit about you. Or what?
Yeah, they're just going to talk shit about me for about an hour and a half, and anyone is welcome to come witness.
Jonathan was asking me today, here, the next couple of days,
Yeah.
think of something that you might be able to help me with jokes. I said,
Yeah.
I'm not much of a joke teller. I might be able to help
It's
out a little
literally
bit.
just like, what's the meanest thing you can say about this person? It's weird though because like I
You don't wanna
genuinely
get real
love
out
it.
of line, though. Like,
No,
Dean Martin and shit. they
literally,
used to get
the
pretty rude.
more out of line it is, the better. Like if you cut deep, that's good. That's a
He's
good
got
thing.
a couple good ones.
Yeah.
But I'm off on Friday, so I might make that event.
I
That's
hope-
not
yeah.
one of your shows, but at least
Oh, but it'll still
I
be
made
fun
an effort.
if you want to witness me being legally intoxicated.
Actually, I do.
Yeah, you know, if you want to.
Who doesn't want to see
Who doesn't
that?
want to see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What time does it start? You know?
I have no clue. I've had nothing to do with. I've been left out of all like
Who's running it?
Chaz Scoville and Carrie Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're running it. Yeah.
Okay.
I also have to say congratulations. I heard that you got some kind of gig with some big wigs.
Yeah, I got a
Suit
big wig
tie
gig.
shit thing.
Yeah, I'm doing a hotel. They're renovating this this hotel and they're doing a big event to show it off.
Yeah.
His
Yeah, my brother.
his brother is the director of sales at the hotel, who actually is the one that asked me to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
Kinda
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how that worked out.
Came out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
came out of nowhere, completely out of nowhere.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I hear that's a pretty good thing for you.
Yeah, it's really good.
As far as
Yeah.
Fun, money, things.
The money is nice. the money will be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, you're going to pay him, right?
Yeah.
I was like, you're going to take care of him, right? He was like, oh, yeah, oh, no. He was like, I'm working into the budget. Well,
Yeah.
it's fine. We got it.
And
I was
I-
like, yeah, if you're already renovating, I mean, you got money.
That's
throwing money
the way I
around.
looked at it. I was like, we got some money to work with, right? We got a
Yeah.
little something.
What's
the date on that?
March 26th, I want to say.
Okay, that's way cool.
Yeah.
I'm not spending any money until February 27th.
Yeah.
Over with.
Oh, for real?
My Grateful Dead tickets going.
Grateful Dead. This man is a deadhead. A
Deadhead.
legitimate
My
deadhead.
name's Jim, by the way.
This
I'm
is
Adam.
Jim.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I decided to go all out. I'm staying at the Westin.
Okay.
I'm getting the VIP tickets for the lounge, your little special exit,
Yeah.
limo ride to and from.
Oh, man.
Damn right.
I'm blowing a couple
Doing it
$1,000
up.
these last 3 shows.
But why not? Yeah, it's the last
$350,
one.
like,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I that I'm
How many have you been
If
to?
it's something you want to do.
350 something.
You've been to 350? Yeah. That's awesome.
That's Grateful Dead.
How much
plus their
acid did
individual-
you do during those periods? Yeah. Just an
how am I
estimate.
supposed to
What's a
know?
rough estimate?
8-10 sheets.
3,000.
3,000 hits.
About 30
You are
sheets.
literally about 3,000 ahead of me.
I'm taking 50 with me,
50?
and I'm gonna sell some. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give some away, and I'm gonna eat some. Just
Oh.
to have
Of
a good time. Somebody comes up and is like, "Here, eat a few.
Yeah.
You wanna buy a few? Sure. You know,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
the
happens.
experience.
People are just like, hey, what's up? And you're like, oh, yeah, here we go. I mean,
Yeah, here you go. We're
Share
Grateful
it.
Dead, dude.
Yeah.
My special surprise for one individual, and I don't know, have a clue who it is.
Yeah.
But my travel packet, for the same price, almost within $60.
Yeah.
I can get a two-person thing. That's 2 tickets, 2 people in the room, and
Yeah.
all that shit. Compared to the one person, which is $60 less.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna waste the $60 and get the extra ticket.
Okay.
That's already spending
And
that
then
much,
there's
why not?
somebody that can't get in at the last
You're
minute.
gonna hook 'em
somewhere
up?
along the line, I'm gonna say, "Here's your miracle."
You are the coolest guy.
Let's go.
I hope you know that.
$60 is worth it to me. To
Yeah,
watch somebody
to
smile.
watch
It's like,
someone
really?
light up like that.
Man, you're
That's
gonna
so
give me
cool.
this? Yeah, let's
That's so awesome, man. This dude
don't
shaves
know
his
who-
head every couple of years to donate his hair, and he's so much of a better person than I am. So much
I
better.
donated to the cancer patients.
Yeah, to the cancer patients.
I did that once.
Yeah.
I got my hair done like this long.
Yeah.
And I wanted to cut it, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna throw it away.
Yeah, why not?
We'll just be sitting on a barber room
Yeah.
floor. Like, why not?
Yeah, give it away.
Yeah.
Help someone out.
Things like that. I mean, there's things in life that make life happen for you too. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm-
Yeah.
Like I said, just to watch this expression from, wow, you're just gonna give me this ticket? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, to give someone that
You ain't even
moment
gotta
to let
talk
them
me. I
have
might
that.
not never see you again.
But they'll
Have a nice
always
day.
remember
Yeah.
that. That's the coolest part. Is like that'll
Oh,
stick
yeah.
with them forever.
I'll
They'll
tell you-
probably freak out all
Yeah.
their friends and be
I'll
like,
tell you
They'll
a-
tell everyone about
I'll
that.
tell you a true story.
What?
I was in Charlotte doing a Grateful Dead concert. I went to Charlotte every year. I started in Atlanta and I'd end up in Maine somewhere and do
Oh,
22
shit.
shows a year usually. I'd
Yeah.
average. But I was in Charlotte and I was fucked up, tripping. I was inside Taco Bell and I'm ordering like some tacos and some burritos. And I
Yeah.
eat a burrito and orange juice after I come down tripping a little bit.
Oh,
That
yeah.
gets some energy back in me.
of course.
Well, he locks the door behind me, and I'm like, okay. And I'm looking. I'm like, well, let me see. What do you got left over? What can I get?
Yeah.
Well, these people are geeking in the door. Like, man, damn, can we come in? He's in. No,
Yeah.
we're closed. So I took a pencil and a piece of paper over to the door. I was like, what do you want? So I wrote down what they wanted, and I went in and paid for it. And we went
Yeah.
outside, and everybody, you know, I might have made $1.50. Maybe.
Yeah.
It was like, here, you know,
Yeah.
we didn't worry about change. Everybody eat and have a good time.
Yeah,
Went on about our business.
that's so cool.
The following year, I'm in Charlotte.
Yeah.
I'm dancing to the beat, shooting my ass off, and
Yeah.
these 2 chicks run up and tackle me. Taco Man! I was like,
Taco Man.
oh, and they
I will
remembered.
always call you Taco
They
Man.
did, man, and they were like, man, I remember last year you bought us tacos here.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, cool.
Yeah.
That's one of my little memory stories.
That
I-
is so
I love.
cool.
Yeah, that kind of shit happens all the time.
Ooh, thank you. Pizza. Look at that. Is this the chicken one?
Just try.
Let me try it. I'm gonna try it right now. You ready?
If you'll, yeah, let's give me this ashtray. I won't reach over to for that shit.
That's delightful.
Right? Not even the best it's been.
That's the bee's knees right there. That's great. That's good, right? We got some
Hello?
chicken pizza.
Yeah, I just wanted
See?
to fair warn you.
This is
that,
what happens when you
tomorrow
come here.
have an early
You get
morning.
free pizza, you get some beer, and here's some cool stories.
Chuck's picking me up at 7 o'clock to go to school, so you'll have to kind of be half-assed aware for the kid. Okay, just giving you a heads up.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, see ya.
All right, so what was that?
I forget. Oh, we were talking about normal people.
Sorry, I just heard him go, stupid ass, god damn it, motherfucker.
All them customers, I think I might have to get up too.
You might have to work.
What?
Not that Wayne.
Okay.
The drinkers. I like the show.
I've been here all day. I don't care if it's the other Wayne. I'm still sipping on my beer and looking at him like, you want me to go on? I will.
All right, so yeah, where were we at?
Normal people.
Normal normies.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
When they try and try and do comedy, and it's like you're not gonna last very long.
Because I think you need that fucked up part.
Yeah, you need to seek validation from strangers.
Or why would you be doing it?
Yeah.
If you just got that from everyday life, you wouldn't be. You wouldn't need validation.
If you had
from-
kids who loved you,
Why would you be doing this?
Oh, well,
Yeah. No, and because it's like it requires, I do what, like 4 or 5 sets a week? Like that requires a certain attention and dedication that if you didn't have a weird compulsive part of your brain that was like, I gotta do this, then you would never see it through.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's good. But it was a piece of chicken like that big.
I was like,
Still chewing
I
on
have like 2 of them in my mouth right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I got 2.
Yeah.
I got
So,
2 seconds.
oh.
2
okay.
seconds in my
2
mouth.
chickens. 2 full chickens.
2 full seconds. All right, so what else do we discuss?
I mean, what else is there to discuss?
You tell me, podcaster.
Oh,
You looking for topics?
well.
Or just comedy involved?
Well, we're just
Well, I'm just trying to figure out if you want to do anything. The other ones,
yeah.
like you got some stuff that's pissing you off lately.
No, man.
Stuff that's pissing me off.
Yeah.
No, I don't get mad a lot.
Yeah, me either.
I
tried
get
to do
sad.
one.
I get sad. I go in. I don't get angry.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll return.
You're good, man.
Yeah, I tried to do one and like it didn't work at all.
Really?
I got like 2 minutes into it. I was like,
What am I
you
doing?
know, I don't really hate anything.
I don't really hate anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
The only thing I could come up with is like, you remember those really stupid like edgy shirts from like the early 2000s?
What? Like what?
Like, you know, like don't talk to me, I'll kill, or like I'm a serial killer. Like, you know,
Oh,
like I
yeah.
set fires to houses
Yeah.
and like all the stupid Stewie stuff, like
Yeah.
world domination, like
Yep.
people
Yeah.
who like try to be edgy like that way. I hated that.
Mine would be.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I hate like you know the black clothing stores when they'll sell the
Manhattan.
shirts like Manhattan and they sell those shirts with like cartoon characters on them but they're like wrapped out.
Yeah.
Drives me insane.
At the Looney Tunes?
Oh,
They're
it
just like,
drives
yeah.
me insane. I'm like, do you really? How many times do you watch Family Guy? Why do you have Stewie on your shirt right
Exactly.
now? Really? Are you a big Seth MacFarlane fan?
Yeah.
Big fan of his work?
His whole catalog is pretty great.
Big fan of Million Ways to Die in the West. You know, I even like the lesser work. You know, it's like, come on, why are you wearing that? That's weird. Oh,
Which is hilarious because you know, fat white girls always wear Looney Tunes stuff. The 3rd season of Eric Andre,
yeah.
Hannibal has a
We just discovered that literally 2 days ago. Just discovered it.
the greatest show I've ever seen.
It is so funny. Oh my god, it's so funny.
It just taps straight in my funny bone.
It's everything I like with comedy.
Exactly.
The absurdity, just the like, it's all anti-jokes.
Yeah,
which
it is
just like my
anti-jokes.
favorite stuff. Where it's like the joke is that it's not even.
it's not even a joke.
Not even a joke. It's just weird. That's funny.
But the 3rd season is Hannibal has a fat white girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think she shows him in the 2nd season, but in the 3rd season, she's always wearing the Looney Tunes shirt. I think it's always oversized. It's
down to her
ridiculous.
knees.
Yeah. And he's like sometimes there was this one time, she was like, "You cheating on me?" He's like, "Girl, you know I can't love anybody but you, white chocolate." And they start like making out.
Hannibal Buress is great. I've seen him twice now.
I found out about him through Eric Andre's show.
Really? Mm-hmm. I found out about Eric Andre through Hannibal Buress.
Really?
I actually got to meet Eric Andre when I saw Hannibal Buress in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
That does sound cool. That's why I'm gonna go to New York soon.
All I did was go to shows.
Yeah.
I went to Brooklyn to see Hannibal Buress, and I was in Long Island, and I took a train from Long Island to Brooklyn, which is like an hour.
Oh yeah.
Got off the train, hopped on a cab. That was like, then to the show, that's like another $20 or something like that. Finally gets to the show. I walk up to go in, and they're like, you have to be 21 to see the show, and I was 20. And it's freezing cold. It's March in New York. I'm freezing. My ride's not going to be able to get there till like 11. It's like 8 o'clock. So I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm stuck. But then the show was actually right in front of the window at the front.
Yeah.
So I watched the entire show from the window outside. And like now I realize like I look super weird.
Yeah,
like
just
Hannibal
what's
Buress.
happening right now?
The whole time I was like, maybe Hannibal will see me and discover me. And now I'm like, I look like a stan. I look like a crazy person.
He's probably like, There's some weird dude
This
staring
fucking
at
weird
me.
kid.
Like, is no one telling him to leave?
Yeah, the
yet?
weird kid just sitting outside.
Like, come
It
on.
would be the best night of my life.
Of course.
I hung out with comedians. I got to talk with them. I stood next to Hannibal Buress for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I freaked out. I
Like,
met
oh
Eric
God, what's
Andre.
happening?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it would be like the coolest experience. Yeah.
Like, it was kind of weird. Like, Hannibal Buress wasn't really blowing up that much. Like, I mean, he was well known.
Yeah.
In like the comedy scene, but like once you started doing the Eric Andre show and everything
Yeah.
like that, and he put out what Animal Furnace,
Animal Furnace.
and then My Name is Hannibal.
Yeah. No, my name is
My Name is
Hannibal's
Hannibal, and
first.
then Animal Furnace. Yeah.
Then
Then Live in
he was on
Chicago.
Broad City. Yeah, all that. He's in Neighbors.
Broad City. Is
Now we're just gonna
fucking
list
amazing.
Hannibal Buress's accolades
yeah,
now.
Just, what's his credits? All right,
Yeah.
let's see here. This and then
You
this,
know,
and then
Comedy
this.
Central hour. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, Hannibal Buress is great. Kyle Kinane does a fucking amazing impression of him.
Really?
he's like, all you gotta do is say Hannibal. It's like, well, Hannibal, you gotta refer yourself in the third person. Like, Hannibal, what are they saying? It's like, I don't know, Hannibal, what's that?
That's funny.
I think that was on like a live, You
Yeah.
Made It Weird or something
Yeah.
like that. Have you seen Kyle Kinane's new?
Yeah, dude, I loved it. I loved it.
That man is
Kyle
that man is
Kinane's one of my
amazing.
favorite. Kyle Kinane, Hannibal Buress, Pete Holmes, all those dudes.
Which is
Which
weird
are all
because they
Chicago
came out.
dudes.
Yeah, they came out at the same
They're all,
exact
yeah,
time. for
They're all Chicago dudes, yeah.
Weird.
And they're all equally great. Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen a lot.
I think Atlanta will be the next one.
Atlanta.
I genuinely think Atlanta will be the next like booming city for comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I stand by it. Yeah,
Alright.
it's getting bigger. The dudes down there are getting fucking killer, and like everyone in this region is moving there right now. Even when I was talking to Chaz, you know, his brother's Rory or whatever, and he was like, the place you want to go in right now is Atlanta. He's like, that's gonna be the next booming comedy place, like just like Chicago,
Like Chicago
and
was.
DC had one for a while.
Yeah, Boston. I mean,
Boston,
New York.
New York
still going on.
New York will never die as a comedy place. That'll always be.
I looked.
Yeah, exactly.
I looked up on the open mic website
Yeah.
for New York. There's like 10 a night.
You can do
every day
You
of the
can
week.
easily get like 6 sets in one night.
Oh yeah,
Easily.
definitely.
Yeah.
And that was just open mics.
If you're- that's just
not
open mic.
even
If you're willing
not
to do
even
that, yeah.
not even showcases.
Yeah.
Not even going like opening or middle.
Yeah,
Like,
you can bounce back and forth down there.
Like I always love the stories of comedians where they're like, yeah, and then I would go from this one and hop on a cab this
Yeah.
way, and then I would take the train over here, and then hop on this, and then
Yeah.
over here. And
That's.
it's
I
just
mean,
like,
right now you can do that in Atlanta. I was talking
Really?
to Caleb Simon about it, and
is there public transportation really good though?
Yeah, yeah.
What do they have? The MARTA?
They have the MARTA.
I heard that's real
buses.
shitty though.
Yeah, MARTA's ghetto as shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can use it. It's available. But yeah, I was talking to Caleb Simon, who that dude, he is definitely going to be big one day. And that's what he was saying. He was like, I don't even have a car, dude. I just bounce around from
See,
train to bus to whatever.
that's what I'm looking for. I hate having a car. I hate upkeeping your car.
Well, it's hard here because it's like you got to drive 30 minutes just to go to a show.
Yeah, I
Takes
just drive a
forever.
fucking hour.
Yeah, you live in Spartanburg. Yeah.
Which I'm glad that the upstairs bar is coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully. Oh fuck yeah! Because the upstairs bar was literally 5 minutes away from my house.
Yeah, really?
Literally.
So it's like that was the easiest
Oh,
one for you.
so good.
So
I took 2 turns and got there.
That was always such a weird room for me, though.
It's a weird
I
fucking
never
room.
had a killer set there. It was like I would do jokes that had been killing. Like just like every time I was doing them, they were killing. I go to upstairs bar and do it, and if I got a chuckle,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's better than what I've been
Yeah,
getting.
it's better than the other shit I've been doing here. So it's like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird
because like
place.
I was thinking about taking it over, but a lot of reasons I didn't because I was like a month in. I didn't know how to fucking
Yeah.
host. Like
How long are you in right now?
about 2 months.
Yeah, I'd wait
So-
like a year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Because like
easily
when
a
people
year.
were telling me, they were like, "You should try it," I'm like, "No." And
You
then
don't
I
wanna
looked,
start-
and then I saw the last show, and I was like, "Definitely not."
Yeah,
'Cause
you
this
don't
would
want to
be-
start hosting too early because that can really affect your stand-up.
A lot of people try and like force you into doing things that you're not ready for. They're like,
Yeah.
"No, you're good." Like people that don't even know like
Yep.
my set, and
Yeah.
they're like, "No, you're good. Dude.
You're good.
funny,
You're
dude.
good. You're good. Just
funny,
do it.
dude.
You're good. You're good."
You're
Yeah.
a good dude."
Yeah.
Like yeah. No, I'm like no,
No.
that's not how this works. Like comedy is like a long.
You're in it
long,
for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it like I just watched Comedian last night.
Yeah.
13 years later.
Yeah.
But and it made me sad and very happy.
How?
Well, it didn't even make me sad. It just made me more, like, want to be more aggressive because, like, it was just, it made me feel really happy that Jerry Seinfeld, I mean, he ate shit a lot.
Like, and he still has anxiety about his shows.
Yeah, he still, I mean, like,
still to this day has anxiety.
Which is, like, it's comforting because, you know, it'll never go away, but then that always feeds you
I realized the other day, I've easily done hundreds of shows now. I still get the most gut-wrenching anxiety before I go on stage. Like, I'm like, why am I doing this? What am I here for? This is ridiculous. I'm not funny. Like, no one's gonna think I'm funny. Blah, 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 blah. It's just, I won't move on from it. But the thing is, I'll go on stage, I do fine, and then I get off and I was like, oh no,
what was I talking about?
What was I worried about?
What the hell?
What was I thinking? It's like, I'll never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
But then you'll never stop if you're never satisfied, which is like it's like yin and yang.
Yeah.
Like you need it to keep going to like fuel your writing and everything like that. So if you get comfortable, it's like who cares?
I'm not writing when I'm comfortable.
But it was real weird seeing the Bill Cosby interview of the rape stuff.
Wait, what?
Bill Cosby interviewing a comedian.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was at the end of that one.
Yeah. It was real awkward.
Yeah.
Like just knowing what he did.
It makes it weirder with anything with him now.
And like
it adds
what made it weirder is like
it.
Chris Rock was like, he's so much edgier now, and I'm like, he's always been edgy in the sexual way.
Yeah.
And
No, it adds a weird light to all of his work.
And I don't really want to get into that because it's a divisive thing. But then what made me like more gung ho about it is it took him 6 months to write a new hour.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
6 fucking
for a dude who's been doing it for
months.
like 20 years.
No, but that's short though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people work for a full year on their next hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except for like Louis C.K. and like people have their writing style down.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Louis does it. Aziz does it. A few other people do. Bill Burr. Kanye, of course. The best.
Well, I mean,
of all
Bill Burr's
time.
stream of consciousness. I mean, that's really easy.
Bill Burr makes me mad.
That's just natural talent.
It's like, how do you just talk and you're funny?
I can't relate because I'm not that angry of a person, but he's still funny.
It's grown on me lately.
Really?
I didn't like him at all. I never liked him. And lately, out of nowhere, I've been listening to him and I'm like, I get it. No, I totally get it. It's funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is funny.
It's funny.
But I can't get super emotionally invested in it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, I mean, I guess I think some of these things, but I'm not that mad about it.
I think what it is for me is like when I can become fully invested into the character that the stand-up's created. For instance, like Louis, I can't relate to having kids, but the way he portrays being a dad is so in depth that I'm like, it's fully realized, and I can buy into it and understand it to a degree because he's captured it.
Of course,
yeah. Whereas the same thing with Bill Burr, I'm not anything like Bill Burr in the slightest.
You're not an angry New York person.
I'm not. I'm just not. But I can. It's so fully realized.
Yeah,
I'm like,
true.
I buy into this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I still think he's funny as shit.
So funny. Yeah. So funny. Yeah.
But I mean, comedy's in a weird place. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna keep in the same way that it's going.
I hope it stays good for my sake.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I hope we don't get like 5 years in and be like ready to get out there.
Should have went into accounting.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Should have stayed with Christian rap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because that was still pay the bills.
Yeah.
But like it's just like you hear all the stories about like the 90s the late 80s like
the boom
dropped.
And then the implosion.
Yeah, and then the implosion. Then like. But I mean, I think now it's a more manageable level because then they were talking about like there was a mic in every coffee shop, every bar, everything. Yep. Everybody was doing open mics all the time, every day.
Yeah.
And like there was just so much funneled into, like poured into it, and everybody was like, "Okay, we're tired of comedy." Like Jesus Christ. And like now you kind of have to seek it out a little more.
I feel like I still get that to a degree. I don't like doing the shows that are like, admittedly, even though I've done them and they're cool and I'll still do them, even though I'm saying this, I don't like doing the shows that are in the back of a tiny comic book store or in a tiny coffee shop in the corner with a mic stand, because I think it can affect your comedy in a weird way. Because when you start doing shows like that all the time, when it's too much, where it's like, now I'm just doing shows for 5 people in this fucking tea shop, it's going to mess with your comedy. I think that in a bigger way, that's what happened with the boom, where it was like, where it's comedy's everywhere so much that it's starting to oversaturate it, and it just, wears it down and shit.
And now, like, now it just seems like there are comedy shows if you want to go to comedy shows.
Yeah, it's a thing available. If that's what you're into.
Yeah, I mean, which I think is way better because, I mean, now with the internet, I mean, everybody can be interested in everything and stuff like that, and like it's more segmented.
The internet has had a huge part in why comedy's even big anymore. Because now it's just so much more accessible.
Yeah, you can watch a 2-minute clip of somebody's best joke on YouTube in like 2 seconds.
And like, people can find their audiences easier now.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, Kyle Kinane probably wouldn't be as big if he came out 10 years ago.
No, not really.
Hannibal Buress wouldn't be as big if he came out 10 years ago. Louis wouldn't be as... Half the reason Louis is big is because of his model on his website, $5, buy it. All the stuff Louis wouldn't have been big if people weren't talking about it on the internet. Like, you need the internet now to even...
Because the faggot nigger deer joke, that made the rounds on the internet for a
That's the
long
reason
time.
I do stand-up, dude.
Really?
That bit, no lie. That I was in this building. I was sitting over there.
Yeah.
We're hanging out. I was about 18 years old,
Yeah.
and it came on Comedy Central. It started playing on the TV, and it was me and my buddies were watching it, and we just see that faggot nigger cunt bit, and it blew my mind because I was like, not only can you do a joke like that, you can open the show like that. You can just start saying that, and like,
people loved it.
They eat it up.
Yeah.
Like, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. It rocked me. Louis is literally the reason I do stand-up.
I'm sure he's a lot
of people.
A lot of people.
I'll be on stage and I'll catch myself doing Louis-esque mannerisms or saying
even Chaz
things.
said he almost went into a joke last night that was a Louis joke. He's like, what? Oh, no.
Yep.
Calm down.
I've done bits, got off stage and like, shit, that's a Louis joke.
Yeah.
I
mean, just because it's so natural.
It's so natural when you're riffing and like your brain's just grabbing whatever it can. So it's gonna grab, if that joke's near what you're doing right then it's just gonna...
See, that's why, like, before I started doing this, I was just comedy every day. Like, I got Spotify Premium.
Yep.
And then I found out that almost everybody has an album on there.
Here, yep.
And then I just listened to everything. Found everybody.
Yep.
I mean, I found a lot of cool people like Kurt Brownell. Like,
he's funny. He's funny.
Like, his stand-up's not as good as his podcast or his other stuff that he's done. But
his stand-up's funny.
His stand-up's funny, yeah. And, like, I mean, I learned with, like, a lot of good people.
Yeah.
Then I started doing comedy, and I was like, can't watch as much comedy because I think it's steal from everybody.
I can't watch as much.
Yeah,
I watch definitely more than the average person.
Of course, yeah.
And I listen to more than the average
But
person.
now it's a weird thing that now that I'm doing it, I'm looking for the tricks that they use instead of like enjoying it.
I didn't enjoy Louis' last special.
Which one was that?
Live at the Comedy Store.
I haven't
just
seen that
put
one.
it out.
Oh yeah, really?
And because I've seen...
I heard about that. It was like 2 weeks ago or something.
Literally 2 weeks ago it just came out.
Yeah.
And because I've watched so much of his stand-up, and I've seen so much, and I've re-listened so much, I saw the pattern for the first time. For the first time watching his set, I was like, I see what he's doing. Oh, he's going to set up the premise, go on a long-winded tangent, and then when he's done with the tangent, he'll come back to the premise, and he'll get a laugh off the fact that, he went off on a tangent. Like, he's like, so I was at the store. And everyone's like, oh, I forgot you were saying that. And I was like, I see it now. And that almost takes the fun out of it.
It does. That's why you just gotta like almost starve yourself.
Yeah.
From like seeing comedy, like professional comedy, because then like the one thing that's like that really got to me, like was funny as shit was the crowd work tour from Todd Barry.
Wasn't it fantastic?
Oh my god.
One of the best specials I've ever seen.
There's no like, I mean, he has his cadence and he has his voice, but that's all he had. He didn't have structure. He didn't have anything.
Nothing.
And that is, Todd Barry's one of the greatest comedians ever.
Yeah, he is. He does. That's a great special.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still go to a lot of shows. Like, I'm going to see Bo Burnham in like 2 weeks.
I did not like his last.
I didn't care for it, but I'll literally go see anyone.
Yeah.
I just saw Hannibal Buress. I'm going to see Kevin Hart. So I still go to a lot of shows.
I would see Kevin Hart. He's not one of my favorites, but I would definitely see him
I like
live.
him a lot.
Really?
I really like him a lot. I like his storytelling. I like
His storytelling is probably my favorite part.
It's great.
But like when he tries to do just like regular jokes, I'm just like, eh.
Well, and the thing what I find cool is like he has these long-winded jokes.
Yeah.
And while when you're watching it, it may seem, of course, all super riffed, but if you pay attention, it's so specific.
Yeah.
Even his movements and the way he's doing and the things he says, it's like that's a fully honed bit. Like he'll do the bits where he repeats the same joke, and it's this long-winded joke, and it's like he does it the same it's like even just little things like eye movements and hand movements. It's like it's always the same, and it's like that is craft.
Yeah.
That is pure craft.
You can get like that reminds me of the Orny Adams dude from Comedian.
Yep.
But like that dude's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
Whatever happened to that dude, you know?
He put out a special about 3 or about 4 years
I
ago.
did not find him funny.
Oh.
He was on You Made It Weird one time. And
Really?
yeah, he was on You Made It Weird. And I was like,
Oh
"Dude,
yeah, I remember seeing that
like,
name.
you just reminded me why I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Yeah.
And like it could have been bad editing, but no, the stuff that he says that are just
He's like
full,
that.
like yes,
He's like
that's
that.
him. That's him.
He's a weird guy.
Like yeah, but that just reminds me of him. He records every set and then looks like he does the same dance and everything. Like he was obsessed and like he was obsessed with the success.
Yep.
And that's where he went wrong.
Yeah, I don't...
Like if you can do that and then be like fully into it, but then love what you're doing
Yep.
at the same time and like can go with the flow, I mean, you'd be unstoppable. You know?
I've had a weird
If you're
thing
funny.
lately, like, how much do you repeat jokes? And how much should you study your own material? And how, like, what's the line? Like, is that affecting me for the better? Is that affecting me for the worse? I can't figure it out. I don't know what the line is.
It just depends if you're trying to go for a more structured or a more. Oh, that's fucking awesome. If you're trying to go for a more structured or a more riffing thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you're like going over and over and over your jokes, then you're going to go for structure. But if you want to go riff, then you remember what you did last time, but then just try and like work on it. You know?
Well, and I've had this weird thing where I've noticed my jokes, to me, always feel funnier the first time I do them. And it's, even though that's probably not the case, it's probably still funny. I'm becoming used to it, so now I'm thinking it's not as funny. But at the same time, it's like the first time I do a joke, I'm like, that's, I fucking figured it out. I got it. Oh, that's it. And then 3 more times, and I'm like, I'm bored of this joke.
Yeah.
This is boring. Like,
See, but you would have to get over that if you want to progress, because I mean,
Exactly.
like, knowing that if somebody's going to do a special that they're going on the road for like a year,
they're running that material
like
over
not
and over.
even like really a tour, just going to different clubs and trying out all sorts of different situations and telling the same joke hundreds of times.
Well, and that's why I go see comedians so much, and that's why I go multiple times.
Yeah,
That's why
'cause
I've
then you
seen
can see
Hannibal
the
twice in a
progression
year.
of 'em.
Because I want to see what's he repeating.
Yeah.
What's he doing? And he did. He repeated jokes.
Of course,
Of course he did. Why wouldn't you? You know,
Because
but,
he was probably working on the special. He's
Yeah.
probably working on Live in Chicago.
yeah, exactly. And so that's why
And so he's just honing that shit in and making sure that every
It's
single little
perfect.
point that he says, every
Yeah.
syllable that he says is perfect. Yeah.
and so in a weird, it reminded me like it's okay to repeat jokes. It's okay to do the same stuff. Of
course.
Yeah. But it's still
Especially, I mean, the only thing that I could think of is like you don't want to disappoint the comedians, like you know what I mean. Like you're like the comedians will be like, oh, he said that the
Well,
other
there's
day or
definitely
whatever, but-
dudes where when they go on stage, that I'll just go outside because I'm like, I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, of course. I
Then
mean, they
again,
have their
they've
polished
probably
set.
done the same thing to me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so it's like,
But like I'm trying to find a balance between both of them because like every single set I've done, I've tried a new joke, but I try and hone 2 other jokes that I
I
have.
do the same thing. 2 jokes that are new,
Yep.
one that's
Because
not.
I have one
I mean,
that's
the
a-
other way around. Yeah.
I have one that's a closer, and I'm trying to work on that one really
Yeah.
good, and just try and make sure every syllable is good.
Yeah.
But then I usually, I mean, it's stupid, but I open with a new joke, and then I do the second joke that's new or
Yeah.
rewritten, and then I'll do the last 2.
Usually,
that'll whatever, because people remember the last thing that you did.
That's the big thing. I try to open with an old joke that I know will get laughs.
Really?
Because I think how I look at it is like if I get laughs up top, when I get into the middle
Yeah, they'll
and
be
I
ready
start,
for it.
then they'll be more, kind of loose and
Yeah.
stuff. So I can try this new thing out, see how that's working, and then if it's not, I can still save it with a joke in the end.
Yeah.
You know.
Which I mean, my thing is not kosher.
Yeah.
Like, I've always heard the first minute. Well, I mean, it says the first. This was people talking about hour-long things. It was like the first 15 minutes are why they should laugh at you.
Yeah.
And why they should be comfortable laughing at
Yeah.
you. And so, like, I probably should open with a joke that I've done, but none of my jokes that are good are openers.
Yeah, you're still figuring it out.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm 2 fucking months
You're
in.
2
I don't
months
know
in.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Dude, I'm a year and a half in it. I don't know shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. Like, no one knows.
Yeah, no.
I constantly have the permeating feeling that I'm a fraud.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
like I constantly feel
But
like
that happens.
I got a
everybody.
show this weekend where I'm fucking the feature. I'm the headline. I'm freaking out. I'm like, like it says on the thing, it says T-Lo, Fray, Forde. I'm like, why?
that's me.
Why are you doing
That's
that?
me.
Don't trust me with the show. Like, that's a horrible idea. Like, but I got to do it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, but then that's the pressure, and then I mean, I believe that you can fight instead of fly. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Once you're up in it, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, you're like, yeah, well, now
I gotta
fucking
do it. I'm here. I
got
do
my
it.
jokes. We're doing
And we're
this.
doing it. No matter what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, freaking name and face is all over it. So I gotta do it.
But like the craziest thing to me was like I never thought about remembering all the jokes for an hour special until I saw the comedian.
Ew.
Get out of here!
There's a bug.
Get out of here! And then
The sanitary value of this place is ridiculous.
and then it just showed him like for like 2 hours before the show, just looking at the set, being like this.
And they
this,
still have
this,
teleprompters,
this,
which
this.
you don't see a lot.
No, you don't.
But they have it under the camera. They have a screen
Yeah.
showing the jokes, that, that coming up. Where
Which I mean, it's just a one-word joke, so they have to remember the entire thing, but they have to know what they're doing.
they have to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I get worried. In the beginning, I only had so few jokes, so I remembered them so well and easily. I could do it verbatim. Where lately, I'll do a set and I'll get off and I'm like, damn, I forgot that joke and I forgot that joke and I forgot that joke and yeah.
Man, like, I've just been like, I know a lot of new people. They think that they can like riff a lot.
Took me a while.
I can riff like for about 10 seconds. Like I can throw a joke out or something like
when
that.
I first
but-
started, it was like doing a monologue for a play.
yeah,
Literally.
just
like,
reciting it.
Just reciting it
Yeah.
verbatim. I knew every comma, space. And then it was working with Chaz, because he's the exact opposite. you know?
Does he write anything?
He writes, I mean, but in more lately, but like he would just like write the gist of the joke and then
just go from there.
And then he wouldn't even write a set list. He would just
Really?
go on stage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm freaking out about my, freaking 5 minutes. He's just going on stage. And then we start performing together. And where I'm like, all right, so let's play it out. Let's do that. And he's just like, no, man, let's just go up there.
Yeah.
I'm like, but no, we gotta play it out. He's just like, no, we're just gonna go up there.
Yeah.
And so that helps me with figuring out like, oh, so I gotta riff and I gotta be in the moment. I gotta look
Yeah.
at that dude and figure out something about him, look at
Yeah.
him, find a joke in that, and then it made my brain that and hosting shows.
Oh yeah, because I mean, you do your 5 minutes up top,
Yeah.
5-10 minutes up top, but then I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
in between, you're not going to be telling jokes. You're going to be like riffing off of what the last
I
person
did
said.
the open mic last night.
Yeah.
There was 22 comics. 22.
That's a lot.
And I had to go up in between each and every one of them.
Yeah.
And you got to make a joke for each one.
Oh, of course.
So
You
it's
can't
like,
just be like, oh, this is the next comedian. All right.
yeah. So it's like 22 jokes you got to riff
Yeah.
in the moment. And so you just gotta figure it out.
Yeah,
And
that's why when people are like, you should know, so I was like, it's just hard.
It's hard.
It's real hard.
It's not easy.
No, it looks easy.
It looks
but,
easy.
But you're seeing people who have done it like a countless number of
Yeah.
times and have figured
I've
out what to
hosted a
do.
lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I've hosted a lot.
So I mean,
Yeah.
like you know what to do now, and you
Yeah.
know what you can do and what you can't
Oh,
do.
no, I still freak out.
well,
I
okay.
still don't
Of
know what
course.
I'm doing.
Of
I
course.
never know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's just what it is. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring this shit out.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
It is.
real fun.
It's fun and it's scary and weird.
It's not really that scary to me anymore.
It's still scary to me. It's still scary.
Really?
That show moving for your brother.
Yeah.
Freaking me out.
Oh, that would freak me out.
Freaking me out.
Well,
man.
that's like a corporate gig.
That's a corporate gig.
Yeah.
It is freaking
next level
me
shit.
out. I'm not gonna lie. It's like when he first messaged me, got super excited.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so cool. This is a big opportunity. And then I met with him. I was like, oh, it's cool. We figured it out. The minute I left the meeting, this pit and then just started twisting and turning. I was messed up for like a week. Like my brain was just like started freaking out. My set started going bad because I'm like I have to be good.
Oh, yeah.
I have to be a good comic, and
Yeah.
so then like that pressure just gets put
Pushing
on.
you on, yeah.
Yep. And yes, I mean I definitely
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, like, I'm still afraid of my jokes not working, but like just going up there initially, I'm not really scared anymore. I mean, I still have adrenaline rush and butterflies like a motherfucker, but like I'm not scared of just walking on stage.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely scared that I'm not funny.
Yeah.
And like I'm definitely scared that my jokes aren't ready or the joke isn't even funny at all.
Yeah.
Like I just wrote something that was really stupid.
Yep.
And I just told all these people, and they're like, "What are you talking about?"
Why are you saying this stuff? Yeah.
I got a few jokes like that. Like, I mean, I'm still trying to work on them, but like, they just need that one thing, that ties it all together. And if I don't have that, it's not really even that good.
Yeah.
Like, it's an interesting idea.
It's like a premise, but you don't have a bit.
Yeah, no, not really. Like, I've tried to write like the punchlines and tags, and they haven't worked.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to rewrite this whole entire fucking thing.
Yep.
And like,
For me,
actually,
go ahead.
Oh, I ran out of space on my notepad.
Oh, for real?
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I haven't bought a new one yet.
I do it all on my phone now.
Really?
Because I have an iPhone, I have a Mac. So
I like the physical writing of it.
I like it, but as I've started writing more, it got so hard to sort them all, and I started forgetting a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
And so once I started just putting them in my phone, and then I can go on right to my computer, and they're already there, and then I can start working them out more on my computer, and then go back to my phone if I'm out and mess with them more. And now it's more like I can constantly be working out stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
I always devoted one page to one joke.
Really?
And so, like, it would be...
Yeah.
And then after a while, if it was a half a joke, I would just write a line and boom.
Yeah,
and
I do
go
that a
through
lot.
and be like, all right, whatever, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like, but if you got, like, a big notebook and you're just, like, writing little bits and pieces, that would be
It would
insane.
get lost.
Yeah.
It would just get... Everything would get lost.
Like,
yeah, because I do
have to-
long-winded stuff, too. I don't do one-liners. And shit
No,
like that.
I like... I mean, alternative comedy is my jam.
Yeah, alternative. I lean more
That's
towards
why,
that.
like, I mean, you've seen, like, some of my stories.
Yeah.
I mean, they just keep going on.
Yeah.
And I'm in the process of rewriting it, like, trying to crunch them down.
But that's how
but,
you figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
You just talk it out. Tonight, when we go to Asheville, I'm doing a bit that I'm just literally going to talk it out. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Because I'm just going to tell you the story. Anyways, just go ahead and tell you. Because I at this moment, because I've been hanging out with this girl, we've been getting really close or whatever, and it's been cool. And so we were hanging out the other night, and she was giving me a blowjob. A beige. I'm getting a beige. And now there's more people in there.
Yeah, it was quiet.
Yeah, it got really quiet. And now I feel weird. There's a guy right over there staring at me. Yeah, while I'm talking about the beige.
All right.
Beige.
That's
and
cool.
now he's head nodding over here to me.
Nice.
All right, so I'm getting a blowjob.
Of course. All right.
And I didn't give her the warning.
Oh, I didn't give her the tap.
I didn't give her the tap. I didn't
piece of
I didn't
shit.
say, hey,
Piece of
whoa,
shit.
abort. Like, I didn't say anything. I just,
That's a Dan Cook joke, though.
What?
He didn't tell a girl. He just whispered into the seatbelt.
Oh, yeah, that is a joke. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Just, ruin my bit. That's fine. That's fine.
Whatever.
No big deal.
At least I told you.
No big deal.
At least I
No
told
big
you.
deal.
At least
No
I
big
told
deal.
you.
So, I didn't tell her anything.
Yeah.
And, I come
of course,
over
of
to her,
course.
and she's not ready for it. She's not ready at all.
We'll just hit the back of her throat and throw up.
It just hit the back, and she started choking or whatever, and then she spit it out onto me, and it got really awkward and quiet.
Yeah.
And then like her head's still down, I can't see her. And then she like lifts her head really slowly, and she's like looking at me really intense. And I'm like, oh shit, what's she about to say? And then she just looks at me, and the first thing she says is, you better not tell that shit on stage. It's the first, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm a comedian.
You can't tell me not to do that.
That's what I had. Now I have to. Like, I have to do that. And so, like, that literally just happened a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I immediately, as soon as it happened, I was like, I gotta go work that out on stage.
Of course.
Now. And so tonight, I'm gonna work that bit out on stage. And it'll probably not be that funny. But if I just do it enough times, start to find the jokes in there and figure out, okay, what's funny about this, besides the obvious ending of her, saying whatever, not saying on stage, in fact, saying
But
on stage.
then you can go off with that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm a comedian, I can't do that. I mean, you can find something
See,
even beyond that.
Even like when I look at for instance, when I look at a story, like I try to find the little moments in between, whereas in like the logical thing would probably be, elaborating. Yeah, I'm a comedian. This is what I do.
Yeah.
My brain's more like, I want to get in the middle, the little stuff. Like, what's funny?
Minutia.
Yeah, like, what's funny about the fact that you do have to tell a person that? And then, like, the fact that I'm weird with sex stuff, and I don't like talking about it. And so I get really, like, what do you say? Like, like I think one of the jokes was like, what do you tell her? Like, Papa Bear's about to pour some hot porridge? Like, what do you say? Like, and so that's, like, kind of the jokes in there. It's more dealing with the fact that I'm just awkward with sex. I'm very awkward with it. Yeah. And so, like, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I used to be as well, and then this one girl, she came in, and then not really anymore.
Yeah.
You know, she talked about it openly.
I'm admittedly less
Yeah.
now that I've had more, women. God, my mom might hear this. This is
Well, you
so
should've
much.
stopped the
This
story
is
a
so
while
much
ago.
more in depth than the thing she already was mad about.
This is way more personal.
This is way more personal. But it's like you interact with more women. And, like there was one girlfriend who was so vital to that because she was the first girlfriend I ever had who was so blatantly honest with
told you what she
everything. Not even just that stuff though, but it's just everything. There's no filter on this woman, and I'm like this closed-in box of emotion. And I'm like, how are you just talking about it? Man, I can't handle it. It's so exciting. Like, I freak it out.
Yeah.
And I dated her for a year and a half, and by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, let's talk about some shit. You know, it's like let's open up and discuss some things.
Yeah. I mean, it takes somebody like that because I mean, once you're out of the nest and you're in a sexual relationship, it's just way different than
And I
any
also started
relationship
so
you'd ever
young.
had.
And so, like, I now I see I was way too young. I was a baby, and so I couldn't even grasp
No, you just
what
had
was
sex 'cause
going
you thought
on.
it was cool.
It was cool, and it was the thing, and she let me.
Yeah.
Like, that's 90%
Yeah, of
of the
course.
sex I had as a teenager was like,
Yeah.
she didn't say no. like, like, that was it. And so, and I didn't have sex with a lot of girls at once. Like,
It was like prolonged. Like you would have one, like
it's
one.
like one sad, misguided,
Yeah.
lonely girl at a time. Like, just I
Not
approach
know
them.
what to do with their life.
Yeah, I'm just sniffing
Yeah.
for daddy issues, and then I, track them down. That's how I've done it so far.
See, all the recent girls I've had sex with track me down.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't. I say track them down, but in reality, I never look. It always falls into my lap.
Of course,
Which
yeah.
is why I think I do the prolonged thing, because I'm like, well, I just fell in my lap, so I'll just see where this goes.
just
you
like,
know?
well, just string it along as
just-
long as it can.
You just do this for as long as I can.
That's what happened with me.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things that ever happened to me, I'm in a band and I was playing on stage and then the bartender texted my friend and said I was hot. And she
you
got my
one of
number
those.
and then like the next day we started having sex.
I had an experience where
The only time.
I've done 2 black clubs, and I bombed both times. Of course. And but the second time I did a hair better. Like it was like the hood ass niggas did not like me at all.
Oh.
But like the more like uppity. I won't say uppity. That sounds weird. But you know what I mean. Not
Yeah, of course.
non-hood.
Yeah.
People really
Yeah.
liked me.
Yeah.
But there was this chick who was fucking gorgeous. She big,
Big booty.
big booty,
Yeah.
all over that. And
Big booty bitch.
and so she comes up to me and she's like, after the show, she's like, "Oh my God, you are so funny." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm so funny. You're right.
course,
I'm
yeah,
so
right,
funny."
yeah,
And
yeah.
so she's talking to me, and then she's like, "Where are you from?" "I'm from Greenville, yada yada." "Oh my God, because I'm like 2 hours away from home." She's like, "You gotta drive home."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You shouldn't do that. It's so late. You know what? You could just stay with me. You just stay with me." And I was like, "That's a great idea.
Why did we think of this
I
sooner?
love this." And she's like, "I'll make you breakfast. You like eggs? You like eggs and sausage? I'll make you some breakfast tomorrow." And I was like, "Yeah."
God.
So then we're getting more, and we start kissing and
course,
stuff.
yeah,
It's
of
been kind of
course, yeah,
intense.
of course, of
I'm
course.
like, and the thing, I've never been with a black chick, so I was like, this will be my first black chick. And I'm getting so hyped up. I'm like, can't even contain the energy.
Yeah.
And then we're outside. We're about to leave. We're smoking the last cigarette before we leave the club.
Yeah.
And she's really drunk. She's getting drunker, and her friend's also very drunk. And they start fighting, yelling at each other.
yeah.
They end up fist fighting each other and getting kicked out of the club.
Oh, God.
But I had stayed till like 2 a.m. so I can go home with this chick. So I got stranded in like North Carolina. For then I had to go
God.
stay in a Motel 6.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, I will never do that again.
Yeah. No, this was
I
like.
almost had a black chick.
See, yeah, I didn't.
You know the story.
Yeah.
You heard it as soon as it happened. Yeah.
Mine was like the next day, so I didn't have to wait around for it.
Yeah, no, never saw the chick again.
Yeah.
Never again. Yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah. No,
She was
because
just
I have a
fighting.
nice lady now, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's cool.
It worked
That's
out.
fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's all good.
Yeah. Sexual experiences.
Sexual experiences.
Yeah.
We just talked about sex. For
Yeah,
like
I
30
mean, every
minutes.
time I've come over here,
Yeah.
like when I'm not working,
Yeah.
it's about sex.
Really?
Or
Really?
black people.
Black people.
Yeah, black
and
people
sex.
too.
Yeah.
Or sex with black people,
Sex
which is what
with
that
black
conversation
people.
was.
We combined the two topics.
There you go.
New topic.
It's like a triple entendre.
Triple on. Ah.
Man, I am an ass man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really wish I could have sex with a black girl.
I am please have a vagina. man.
Okay.
I don't lean much towards either way.
Really?
Like the lady I'm with now, her booty is scrumptious. But the chick before that had 36 triple Ds.
Of course.
So it's like
Yeah, whatever.
I literally whatever.
Yeah.
You'll like me.
Yeah.
You'll like me. You'll validate me. We're good. That's all. Just be pretty and validate me.
I got the big boob thing out of my system in high school.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
one of the first chicks I ever fooled around with had like 32 double Ds.
Yeah.
And then I fooled around with this girl that had, I think they were E's.
Jesus
About
Christ.
as big as my head.
Yeah. That was my last
But they were
girlfriend was like
perky.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I do not understand how it happened.
Yeah.
Like they stuck straight out.
Yeah. God.
That doesn't.
Had to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she was like 5 foot.
Yeah.
It was real weird. She should not have had those boobs.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's gotten a breast reduction surgery.
her spine is ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, being that short,
Yeah.
those big boobs, no,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing.
Yeah, the chick I dated was like 5 foot. How
Yeah.
tall is Ashley?
5'4".
5'4", like 5'4", and her boobs are like half of her weight.
Of course.
Yeah. So, you know. What?
Oh, we've just been going for a while.
Oh, how long have we been going?
117.
Oh shit! Yeah, look at that. What time is it?
7:24.
Oh, okay.
What time we gotta head over to Chaz Scoville's house?
Let's say 8.
Yeah, because what time's it start? 9?
Yeah, because we said we're not gonna leave as early this time. Because
Really?
yeah, that's what me and Chaz had talked about. Yeah.
Really? Because I mean, we got there maybe about 10 minutes before it started.
Yeah, but most of the comics show up late.
That's true. I do not want to go on first again.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
I
Not
went
at the
on. I know.
auditorium.
I had went on first Monday,
Yeah.
and then went Tuesday and went on first again. I was
Yeah.
like, I do not want to do this ever again.
Thankfully,
Please,
no one ever puts
no.
me first anymore. I'm so glad.
I'm so thankful you put me at least second.
I tried to hook you. I pushed you back even further, but then like 2 dudes didn't show up, and so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think you were
I know,
number
yeah.
4 originally or something like that. Yeah.
Which I mean is fine.
Yeah.
Like just being first. Well, that's terrible.
Actually, Chaz just texted me and said, "You guys on your way?"
Hey, I mean, we can head out soon.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah, I'm not in a rush. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've enjoyed this talk.
Oh
This
yeah,
has been
man.
nice.
It has
Yeah.
been nice. You
Yeah.
got some deep shit.
Yeah, some deep shit. Damn right.
Know you better as a person now.
Yeah, I know you better as a person. I'm
So
really
we
digging
good?
in.
We good?
Are we good? We good?
We're
We good? We good?
All right. Enjoy your burrito.
Stay crispy.
Stay crispy.
Keep it crispy.
Keep it crispy.
Keep it crispy. Yeah.
Keep it toasty, guys.
Well, this has been fun. I've enjoyed this.
You got anything to plug? Got any shows coming up?
When's this coming out?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow around lunchtime.
Then this Saturday I will be at Tiloha, which is downtown Greenville.
Yeah.
I will be featuring there. I think that starts at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
February 21st, I will be. Oh, sorry. February 21st, I will be at Spartanburg.
Yeah.
At the Refuel Wine Bar for the After the Love show.
Oh.
It's a Valentine's Day-esque show.
Nice.
And then some other stuff
Yeah, of course.
that I don't know off the top of my
whatever.
head.
All right.
Oh, February 25th, I will be doing Parkway Grill and
nice.
Bar in
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Greer, which will be super fun. So yeah, I got a few things coming up.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, I want to plug one more thing.
All right, go for it.
Very soon we'll be coming out with the pilot of Private Eyes Only, which is a web series me and Chaz created.
Okay. Where
Which
can you
it-
find that?
I have no clue.
No.
No clue. I just want to talk about
Shopping
it.
around.
'Cause I like talking about it. But YouTube, Vimeo, basically the whole thing is me and Chaz, we wrote it, he directed, we both act in it.
Yeah.
We play 2 stoner guys who
Of course.
on a whim decide they want to be detectives. And so they take on a case of a missing cat, and then they get caught up in a criminal drug industry thing, and then
pretty awesome.
Andrew Cummins, he's a great Greenville comedian. He plays the villain. He is a kind of sort of German coke lord.
I can see him being German.
Who's very infatuated with cats.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it gets very weird, and I'm very, very proud of it. This is like the thing I'm the most proud of that I've ever done.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that'll become
All
awesome.
right, you can find Fray on Facebook, Fray Forde.
Fray Forde 4.
Fray Forde 4,
That's
IV.
right. Son.
All right, this has been it for Feigning Intelligence. My first guest, Fray Forde, been
I'm
fucking
your first
amazing.
guest?
Yeah.
Your first guest?
Yeah,
I'm your first guest? I feel so special.
I know, you're the inaugural episode.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
I'm very proud of that.
I know, that's a good one, too.
Thank you, man.
I
Thank
can't
you.
believe
I had a
that
good
it's been-
time.
Yeah, it's a good start for it.
Yeah,
man.
it's a good
Thank
start.
you. All right.
All right.
Well, that's it. I don't have a catchphrase, so fuck off. You got, I don't mean that. I love you guys.
Fuck off.